Here's Cairo Santos now ready to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
There you go. 480. 55. Then we're going to 53.
Prescott looks to throw on first. He'll have a first down past the 40. He's going to find Gallup here complete. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that would be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Here's Prescott. Caught by Cobb. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. To throw is Prescott. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. You got a young quarterback, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
So we would have figured that one to be 3 points in the bank, but this game, can be unpredictable at times.
Yeah, he knew he needed to pull it ever so slightly to get it going in the right direction, but he seemed to put a little too much on it, and from short range, that is a bad miss for an NFL kicker.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at the 20. They begin with Henry. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Past the 20. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, an 80-yard touchdown. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. Tavon Austin, he's going to go. 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. He goes 102 yards from one end zone to the other as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Exit. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Three.
Mariota sets up the screen to Lewis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. A 2nd down run with Lewis. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And Walker has it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Check. Hey, watch it. Mike 54.
Mariota to Lewis on the draw. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Mariota now. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Mariota. Nowhere to turn here. He's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Tyrone Crawford able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
It's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack is a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They keep on the ground with Elliott. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Throwing. Prescott. He's got the connection to Cooper. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. An incomplete, an excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But 2nd down instead. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, and then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Play action now. Prescott. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. This one caught by Davis. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
First down, Tennessee.
Right there in the middle, 55. You can't block me. You can't block me. One. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Right here. 50 Charlie. 55. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time.
Mariota now to throw on 1st down. He gets it to Humphries. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He hit his first one. This from 44 yards out now. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
That's it, baby.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. On second down, it's Henry, and he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 15. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Cowboys' 15.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Let's go, D.
It's caught. Humphreys. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. After the penalty, it's Henry. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Tyrone Crawford in on the tackle.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their number one goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back.
Yeah, let's get second.
From the gun, Mariota. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Malik Collins able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down. Santos' kick is up and through. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So that's 3 field goals for him now, but heck, he's not even halfway to his career best of 7.
Seems like the 7 field goal games are the kind of games I always get assigned to in my other job. Let's hope for this offense's sake they can start cashing in on a few of these drives.
And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest. Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they actors, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, fuck the opposition, in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest. Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they actors, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion.
The NFL on EA Sports is in the great state of Tennessee. Nashville. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Detroit Lions. Here's Cairo Santos now ready to get this one started. And off we go from Nashville. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now a first down throw. Stafford. Open man. He's got him. The tight end, Hockenson. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Stafford. And And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson. And it's 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Here's Stafford. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 20-yard line. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. This is caught. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up. Golden opportunity, strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field. All right, this is naturally set up for a running play, isn't it? But with his ability to throw the football, his accuracy on this drive, you might want to think about a pass play in this situation.
Interesting. Time to find out. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
They'll run it with Johnson, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. This Titan defense, they just will not give in easily. Looking for another stop, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. Johnson, and he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. Well, that's a solid opening drive, and nothing fancy there at the end, just pounded in.
That felt like old school football, didn't it? All right, down at the goal line, and not only were they able to punch it in, as you just emphasized, they did it against a goal line defense that's stacked to stop the run. So if you're on that offensive side of the ball, you feel great about yourself right now. You're actually able to dominate a group that expected you to run the ball and still punched it in.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Mariota hands to Henry. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down.
Titans on the ring. 3. 4 down. Check. Alpha.
They just get the play off. Now Mariota. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The ex-Iowa Hawkeye Mike Daniels in for the sack. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on third down, and you make the home crowd go.
There's a hush indeed. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Johnson. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the Titans' 43-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter as they got it 2nd down and 12. Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Stafford. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 24 yards.
1st down, Detroit.
Set, blue 60. 54.
On 1st down, it's Johnson. Johnson with a burst, a 1st down and more. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Extra point good by Prater. And that'll make the score 14-0.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And he finds his target. It's Sharp. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Right now, I'm just wondering where they turn on offense, Charles. I know we're not in the 4th quarter, but 2nd quarter haven't scored and struggling to move the ball.
I don't think they abandoned the run game totally, but maybe you change up your tempos. Maybe you go a little bit faster, try and catch them back on their heels a little bit to try and accomplish.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Miles Killebrew with a pick, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Stafford. His throw incomplete.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. The Lions on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, Stafford. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. So you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And for a second straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. To throw is Mariota. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
On second down now, it's Lewis. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front 3, your front 4, if you're up 5, whatever you've got in front of you to take up all the blocking, allow you to roam and hit. And that's what he did on that play.
The pickup there, 5 yards.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Now Lewis here on first down. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Trey Flowers there on the tackle.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
From the 39, Mariota. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
The 21 yards there as they convert on third. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Working out of the gun. Mariota steps away to his left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to make it fourth down.
Quiet, 64, weak.
One.
Fourth down, Mariota. That's complete to Sharp. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. Mariota now. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Yeah, check. Hey, Mike. Hey.
One.
Go, Mike 40. Team 6.
Again, it's Mariota. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The 2017 All-Pro Darius Slay there in coverage, knocking it away. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Mariota again. Being chased out left. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game. Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Johnson running right. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Back to throw. Stafford. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This complete to Jones. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Stafford to Jones, and up for a Lion first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Stafford going to throw it. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hawkinson, 29 yards. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Prater for the extra point. And it's now 21-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. He's going to let it fly. Into double coverage, coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashawn Melvin, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate, but I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout, that's something to be cherished.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it a second down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Throwing here, Stafford. He completes it to Jones. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and this was truly a